Yo. God damn, bro. God damn, bro. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Rebels Capital, aka Negativity with fucking success. And yes, came with another video on the stock market and then what's really going on. So yeah, man, we're gonna go run through every single thing one by one. Yes, man. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe to this shit, man. I put in so much time into this. So today is the 4th of March 2026. So yes, we're gonna happily summarize what's actually going on. So far everything is still bleeding though, as usual, due to these tensions of the US and the military. The stock market has been experiencing continued volatility and escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. So the US and Iran has a conflict following the killing of the supreme leader of Iran. So with that being said, yesterday, right? The yesterday, it was on the 3rd of March 2026. The Dow Jones fell down to 400 points, and then it dropped to 1,200 points. So today, it's an ongoing situation, basically, and pressure. And today's the 3rd day, right? Ever since of that situation, the conflict or whatever you might call it. And then, as you can see here, as well as the Nasdaq as well is tumbling for the 3rd day, as well as the S&P 500, as you can see here on the red. S&P 500. Let me just pull it down just a bit. Yeah, man, everything is tumbling. As you can see, just here, up here, everything is still in the red. Everyone is still bleeding. Still holding for their life for it. But yeah, man, everything is still flashing red so far for today. The only thing that happened was some sort of turnaround, right? But I'm just gonna get back to that later. So with these geopolitical things is that the primary driver between the US and Iran is the sparking fears of a prolonged disruption in the energy supply and also broader economic fallout. Trump's assurance on escorting tankers through the Strait provided some sort of relief so far, right? And yeah, your volatility has been persistent, right? So he just basically said that no, listen, we will let the U.S. Army escort you through with the tankers. So man, yeah, man. Other things that are selling off is the banks, the insurance, and the mining companies, right? Let me just see here. Yes, so that's what's going down today. And then as you can see in the picture behind me, you have like your Amazon, your Microsoft, and Verizon. So more or less your, what you call these? Yesterday. So banks, insurance, and mining stocks yesterday, they were down around like 3.8 to 4%. So today they're up. So everything is like bullish out of nowhere, bro. Ever since Trump tweeted or mentioned the thing of escorting, and yeah, man, that is it so far with the indexes so far. So that is so far. So yes, by the way, and also the VIX, something that I mentioned yesterday, the VIX. So as soon as it goes below 25, as soon as it goes to 20, right? Something bad is gonna happen. As soon as it goes to 25, everything is gonna go down. So today it's below the 25, and then you get like higher numbers that are exaggerated, like 40 to 45. That's like proper recession in the streets. Like that's when you see like people are starving. People are starving, or like a lot of people just lost their jobs. Yeah, man. If the VIX goes to like 40 to 45, something horrible just happened. Or there's like a fucking Yashuhama bomb, some sort of bomb explosion, COVID, whatever might have happened. And yeah, man, that is it. So I'm just gonna go through first of all. The second segment is the cryptos. I love these guys, man. I love cryptos. They create that future, what you call this? Positivity. That anyone can get rich. One thing about crypto, anyone can get rich, literally. It's one of those industries. If you put in your head into it, you really can get rich off cryptos. Remember, by the way, guys, there's no one crypto in general. There's hundreds and thousands of cryptos. So it's not just Bitcoin. There's your XPR, USDTC, Solana, Terron, Dogecoin. You understand? Bitcoin, Carbono. Yeah, man. Ether, Ethereum. There's a lot of them. So all of them today, Bitcoin is the biggest winner so far. It is up 88%. So it was down around, yesterday it was playing around 66, 66, 67. Today it's on 70, bro. So whoever made a bet yesterday that Bitcoin is going to go higher, last night, or if even in the morning when China opened, you made a lot of money. Same thing is going on with Ethereum. That shit is up on 2000. Ether is also up 0.01%. That's not that much. Binance Coin is up 7%. Jesus. XRP is up 0.80%. The USDC is up. Not really up, but it's just changing just now, actually. Nothing has changed there per se. Nothing major there that has changed. The other thing that's up is Solana. This bitch was on 70. Today it's on $89. And here's another favorite. Tron. Tron is also another street favorite. Street favorite in terms of trenches. So when people go to, just to explain trenches, what happens in trenches. The trenches is like the hood. Like that's where everyone starts, right? When you're starting to create a name for yourself, this way people basically buy and sell. They call them the trenches. These trenches are mostly in between different exchanges, like your pump fund. That's one of a big one where people just buy and sell there and pump it up. So this one has been popular in the trenches, and then it gets graduating, and then gets graduated after. Yeah. So it's trenches, graduated, and then it moves to these ones like your big exchanges. Yeah, man, a few big exchanges. So I'm just counting the first 10 of them, cause yeah, man, cause of the volume. The first 10, and then the other ones, yeah, man. And the other one is just a lot of stories behind them. They used to be one of the top 10, but now not so much because of, yeah, one, two, three, four. Yeah, man, that's it. Let me just see. Let me see what am I missing on crypto. That's about it so far. Cause yeah, Bitcoin was one of the biggest jump, bro. Ran from 63. Let's say 63, 65, 66. It was fucking around there. Now it's on 70. So 10% up recovery. As well as Ethereum. Ethereum, it was around one something. Now it's at 2000. Big jump, man. Big jump. So what caused cryptocurrencies, right? Cryptocurrencies went up because of like leading to a short squeeze or rebound of like basically like oversold downside, and strengthening USD has not fully correlated with crypto, right? So every time like USD goes up, crypto normally goes down. So now it seems like they were short squeezed, bro. And then Monday, 5% spike was driven by short squeeze and leveraged positioning and reversal of the Bitcoin ETF outflows rather than fresh buying. And then the other thing, what happened was that Bitcoin reached 20 million supplies, enhancing the long term uh, scarcity appeal, right? So, yeah, man, that's what happened. And then some assets also like Chainlink and BNB show and also bullish on activity. So, ever since BlackRock, it was Grayscale, I think it was Vanguard. Those are like the big dogs, bro. Those are like the boatload money, bro. When those people buy, you follow the shit out of them. You follow them all the time. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Cause they put in around Bitcoin. I remember the figure. Bitcoin put in like around 40 million. They bought 40 million worth of Bitcoins. Yeah, man. So if you follow those type of whales, man, you make a lot of money, bro. Those are like big whales, bro. Imagine putting in 40 million. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, man, that's a lot of money, man. And then we're gonna go to currencies. Currency. So with the Forex market, it's showing more like a cautious momentum. Cautious and also with mixed signals, right? Because yesterday on the 3rd of March, the US dollar went higher because of like people see it as a protection when there's a lot of what you call this, when there's uncertainty. So some sort of uncertainty or any people where people feel unsafe about investing, they just buy the US dollar. That's one of the most important things I've seen lately in the last 2 years. Yeah, man. So the USD has been like a safe haven, a serious safe haven. As you can see here, also your euro. Here's a favorite one: the euro to the US dollar. This one has been pushing up from its lows of 1,159, and then it's been playing around that 1,159 as well for a long time. So now it went from that 1,152.9. Today now it's up to 1,160. So yeah, man, it pushed. It pushed like a couple of points, 0.22. It pushed a couple of points, as you can see. And then these currencies that are up here, these are like the most traded ones, right? Yeah, in Forex terms, these are like the most traded amongst the banks, institutions, traders, and retail traders, basically. So these are like your top 10 traded ones. So when you like put in $100, your likely chance of making 1,000 in a day, it's in these currencies, right? With obviously leverage and whatever you might call it, with your smart arbitrage type shit happening. But yeah, man. Overall, everything is good. Everything is Gucci. The US dollar is up. Let me see here. Yeah, man. The dollar is basically up as a safe haven. And while your pound to the dollar is going down because of the political factors. And note something, the dollar to the pound hasn't been strong enough since that Brexit thingy. Ever since they've been catching L's, bro. People celebrated that they got out of Brexit, but shit has been going. You know that message when someone sends you like, "Yo, buddy, what's wrong, buddy? Like, are you okay?" Yeah, man. That's what's happening now. Just give me a second. Yeah, yeah, man. Back. I'm 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 back. So, um, yeah, man. That's what's happening today with these things. So overall, just to summarize everything, the first one is the geopolitical escalation and oil. Oil is up, bro. Like oil is up to fucking 82 today, bro. That's fucking crazy. That's insane, bro. It's at 82 fucking dollars. And then, oh yes, I forgot about your precious metals traders. Okay. So I can see here. So now I have the commodities. Commodities are like your hot metals, something you can touch, feel, and taste, basically. Touch, feel, taste. If that makes sense. Yeah, 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 yeah. Those are our commodities. That was a bar, by the way. Anyway. The first one, what the fuck is this again? Gold. So now for the two most traded things on Wall Street in the last fucking 3 months, if I might call it 3 months. Gold. Gold has been basically up. It's up 1% because of the uncertainty. Another one that's been up is silver. It's up by 2%. Copper is also up by 1%. Palladium up by 3%. Brent oil is up 0.96%. Natural gas is also up by one. No, it's negative actually. This one is negative 1%. Heating oil is negative 0.2%. US coffee is up by 1.60%. US corn 0.50. US wheat is negative 1%. Sugar is up by 0.9%. And then your cotton, US cotton, is up 0.7%. US cocoa is up by almost 2%. Yeah, yeah, so that's what's happening today. And let me just see here. So those are your commodities, something you can feel, touch, and taste. Okay. That's what's happening with those ones. That's just a quick run up of that. And let me see, what else am I missing? What else am I missing? Okay. The bonds. The bonds are also a different story. That's up. So people, if you don't know what bonds are, they're like debt. It's like more or less, just to summarize it, debt. Just to make it sweet, short, and simple. It's debt. Read about it fully because it's like there's like more complicated things behind them. How to trade them, how to buy them. Yeah, man. So basically, that's bond, and the bond market is basically like, how can I say this? It's bigger. than the stock market. The stock market is here, the bond market is here. So basically, the bond market has more money, if we might say that. That's why we're saying it's bigger. There's like trillions of dollars in it. As you can see here, the US 30 is up by 0.47. 10-year is up by 0.5%. 5-year is up 0.50%. In the 2-year as well, it's up by 0.40%. So these bonds are very popular because of people use them to trade on a daily basis. So it doesn't matter if it's the Forex market, if it's the stock market, but they have to look at the bonds. They have to look at these specific ones: the 2-year, the 5-year, the 10-year, and the 30-year. They have to look at them in terms of debt, because of if y'all didn't notice that debt runs basically the world. So you can't make an investment without looking at certain things in a debt level perspective, right? So that's about it in terms of the bonds. And then we have your earnings report. Let me just open that one up. Okay. We have the earnings report somewhere here. Nah, that's just news. So earnings report is like one of the biggest thing right now. Yeah, man. It's one of the biggest thing in terms of like people watch earnings report to make an investment decision. So earnings reports are reported every 4 months within a year. So there's like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So 4 out of 4, basically. Just to summarize it. So this is a bet. These earnings report are just reporting what companies made in the last 4 months. Right? Yeah, man. What they made in the last 4 months. How they made it. Yes, so it's what they made in a month, how they made it, and how they're gonna make even more in the next 4 months. They have to report that and send it to the SEC. The SEC is the the Securities Exchange. These are people who regulate these companies that report these earnings. So yeah, man, they have to do it every month. Otherwise, if they don't, they're gonna get in trouble like Elon Musk did with Tesla back then when he was still the CEO. Yeah, you get a fine for missing it, bro. A lot. That fine is not like that fine is not like for small boys. That fine is big, bro. We're talking about like depending on what you did. If you cook up the books, maybe you might get like a 10 million fine, but you get a fine for it. The SEC doesn't fuck around, bro. It's like the police for the stock market, for public companies, specifically public companies, not private. So yeah, man, today it's just earnings report. Let me just see here. We have Okta, we have Brown Foreman. Okta is like your cloud company. So they give you like storage, if I might say that, to save whatever it is that you want to save on your fucking laptop, whatever it is you might be working on. That's what they specialize in. That's Okta. Let me see here. FinFast. And then we have this one also, computering. Okay, then we have companies like your Wix.com. If you want to create a website, that's the company for you. So they reported 524.3 billion, not billion, 524 million to be exactly. Okay, and then let's see if there's more. And then we have Webull, the trading platform. Webull is that trading platform that's like Robinhood. So anyone can buy and sell. So it's popular in terms of like retail traders. Yeah, but it has specific people in a specific country. It trades in specific countries. Not every country they allow you to trade. And then we have this biotech company, says AI. It's probably going to report maybe around when the stock market is going to open, which is like in an hour 30 minutes. Let's see here. And then we have Beyond Meat. Never thought about that one. Beyond Meat. This might go higher because of they make processed food. They process their food, so it might even go higher. So yeah, man, it might go higher today after earnings report. Let's see who else is reporting. There's nothing else. So basically, I'm just looking for like a populish companies that people talk about. Yeah, on the stock market, on Reddit. Yeah, man, that's it so far in terms of what's going on in the stock market. Let's see. Earnings report. So that's it for earnings report. I think there's more that I missed. I'm not quite sure. But there is more that I missed. Oh, okay, then we have like your bed, bath and body. It beat the earnings per share and the revenue. So they make 2.7 billion. EPS is 205 against that 1.75. Yeah, man. Beyond Okta, Adidas ADR. Adidas is another one. They also they also made a lot of money. They made 7 billion, but they didn't beat the forecast, as you can see here. It's in red. It means that the stock market, the stock price is gonna go down because of that. That's what normally happens. And then the other one is Vina Systems. It's also a cloud company. It's competing with Okta, same competition. And then here's another giant, Broadcom. Broadcom is those ones they used to make chips. Was it chips or semiconductors for iPhones? Until that contract got cut. But yeah, man, that's it for today on the earnings report. And then you have like companies like your IPO, companies that go public. There isn't much there in terms of companies going public. Then we have your economic calendar. Basically, just to summarize it, economic calendar is when every trader, not just trader, but like every investor and traders, they look at this and make a trade based on that, right? They make a trade based on that. So if you are trading the US dollar to the euro, you're going to trade based on the news, like your non-farm payroll that's going to happen as well this week. This is private non-farm payroll. So this is your non-farm payroll is like basically how many jobs people are offering. So there's public, there's private. This is private today on a Wednesday. Yeah. So this is private. So they're gonna release that. It's quite big. Then you have your global services. Then you have your non-manufacturing. Then you have your crude oil inventories. Yeah, man, that's it. That's what traders look. People who trade like your currencies, most majority of the times, currencies and a specific stock, right? That's what people look at. So that's that in terms of news today. So yeah, man. So as you can see here, and also there's like your Japanese yen, the Australian dollar. So yeah, man. As soon as these come out, it pushes up and down the currency. So yeah, that's what people look at in terms of traders and investors as well. If you're like some sort of day trader, that's what people look at there. Yeah, man, this app basically has everything. Investing.com has basically everything that you need. You don't even have to leave it. Let me just see here. Okay, then you have this this website. It's also published by the SEC, so the police of the whole stock market. They release these things because of every stock, every traded public company has to also report what the company. So if the CEO, the CFO, which is the accountant, and the director, or the health, whatever, the medical, whatever in management, if they are buying, if they're buying their company, right, they have to report it with the SEC. So as you can see here, today is the 4th. People were selling stocks like your Charles Schwab. So the chief operating banker at Charles Schwab, he or she, I don't know who's that. Rhombus Inc., the CEO and the president, he sold some stocks. And these people don't sell like chop change, bro. They sell like millions. Look at this shit. As you can see, the Charles Schwab one, the MD, he sold $2 million worth of stock. The CEO of Rhombus sold 3.9 million worth of stock. And then you get your, let me see here. I'm not sure if that's the insurance company. I'm not sure which one this one is. So those are the people who bought and sold today. Yeah, man. The only person who sold today specifically so far is a CEO. He's a director, C. John Wilder, for this company, Eleanor Inc. Eleanor Inc. That's the only person who sold so far. He sold his stock for $500,000. $500,000. And who else bought? ACI Worldwide. The director also bought for 100,000. Shift for payment. He bought stock for 2 million, worth 2 million. And then yeah, man, the AC, and there's another director for ACI Worldwide. Sanchez, he bought for 122,000 worth of stocks. So yeah, man, they have to keep reporting. And yeah, man. And then here's another one. SEC. Let me see. SEC. And then there's another website I like to look into. It's the SEC litigations, or whatever we might call it. Yeah, it's the litigation and then administration. Those are the two things I look at. So basically, just to summarize, this is the SEC, right? The police of the whole stock market. So they release everything that has to do with the stock market. And these two things that I look into is because of, you get your famous names, people who are in trouble in terms of they have to go to court. Yeah, man, they got a lawsuit. Let me just summarize it. If someone got a lawsuit, they literally got here. They come up here. Yeah, man, the name of the company, the CEO name, what they did. So when you open it up, it's going to show you what they did. As you can see, this Mr. Nicholas Bowerman, he's going to court. He went to court. So let me just read the story just to summarize. So that's all you see all the time. Every time they go to court, at the office specifically in New York. So it doesn't matter where they are. They have to fly. So if they did fucked up, something's so fucked up, they have to go to court for it. So it's gonna state like this, right? The Mr. Bowerman worked at CICRR UK, a base business unit, a pipeline engineering between 2019 and 2021, manipulation, internal accounting records by falsifying the pipeline engineering's financial results before they were included in the consolidated financial statement. The complainant further alleges that Bowerman concealed his misconduct by manipulating account reconciliation, falsifying certificates, fabricating bank confirmation documents, misleading the CIR, management and directors auditors. As a result, allegedly overstated by millions of dollars performance for fiscal years of 2019 and 2020, the 9 months ending on the October the 3rd, 2021. So the most important thing is if you do something illegal, the SEC is still gonna come for you, bro. Even if you left the company, the fact that you made money from it, they are gonna come and still collect that money. They don't fuck around. I don't know. They don't fuck around, but at the same time, they push the shift on certain people. Some people complain about that, like they do work, but like when it comes to certain things, they don't look into them. They just look on the other way, actually. Yeah, man. So here with this one, the final judgment entered by default is a permanent enjoined by Bowerman from violating the antitrust provision of Section 17A of the Securities Act of 1993 and Section B of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 and Rule 10 B5 and A and C. This man is so fucked. This man has probably like 5 misconducts. So, just to summarize it, he has a lot of misconduct, right? He has a lot of them. So that's section 17, section. So as soon as they put in that it's against the Securities Act, you're in trouble, bro. And there's section 13. So there's section 17, section 13, 13A, B, and C, section 13, 13.1. So overall, the final role at the public company in connection with the presentation of final statements filed with the commission provided sustainable assistance to a public company in the preparation of a financial statement filed with the commission or acting as an auditor on a public company audit, orders Mr. Bowman to pay a disgorgement of 17,823. Therefore, the prejudgment interest of 4,148 and a civil penalty of $75,000, bro. I told you, bro. This man had to pay so much money. He had to pay so much money that the fucking fraud, whatever he did, wasn't even worth it, bro. Cause they actually end up looking into everything. So yeah, man, this is one of them. The litigation releases. So he's gonna go to court. They're gonna settle that, whatever it is, whatever he might say he's guilty or he's not guilty. They're gonna act accordingly. And then I look at administrative procedures, right? Here's another one. Like a lot of famous people come out here. As you can see here, one of the biggest gurus, this is the Vanguard Group. They did some misconduct. Here's the one. This was done when? The 17th of January 2025. Vanguard made a misleading statement concealing potential tax consequences to investors. Vanguard investor target retirement in taxable accounts. So yeah, man, that's what they did. So imagine, so now just to summarize it, so they basically just moved money around and then they didn't tell the SEC. Just because of that, bro, they had to pay 14 million in disgorgement plus 3.5 million in prejudgment interest. So the total is 92.1 million fucking dollars. Shit. God damn. Damn. That's fucked up, bro. I'm not sure how much they made off it. So normally what they do with the SEC is they make you pay a penalty close to how much you stole. So let's say you stole like maybe like $10,000. They're gonna make you pay the full 10 plus an extra 5,000 so you don't do it again. Fucking fuck. Unless like unless you pull like a fucking fraud like HSBC, where HSBC stole around 88 million. No. Let me paraphrase that properly. They stole around $88 billion, right? They only paid 1.9 billion in fine because they found out it was a lot of yeah, man. It's very interesting shit. Very interesting. Yeah, man. There's a lot of popular people that pop up here that you might see on TV. That have also been like long-term investors people love, like your Merrill Lynch, yeah, man. Merrill Lynch had that popular guy. I think he's retired now. Then you get your United Pencil Services, the the delivery company. You get a lot of shit, bro. Yeah, man. This is interesting, but you have to go through it day to day, and I think they always update their what you call this. They always update this after every 2 days or 3 days. Because they have to go through, yes, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, around 3 days to be precise. 3 days, sometime 3 days, sometime 2 days, sometime 1 day. So you just have to go through it on a day-to-day basis. This website is quite dope, man. The SEC Edgar. I love it. Fuck with it. Can't live without it. Man, yeah, man. And then so far everything is like fucking getting devoured, bro. Everything is in the red. Normally, like what happens is, let me just find out if that's the case. Normally, if like normally when you get like Dow, your Dow S&P 500 and the Nasdaq going down, you get to see like your small cap companies, they go up on those days. Normally they're up. Today they're down, bro. They're bleeding. I think we have to wait for the stock market to open again. No, but there's a change here now. I think the Dow and the S&P 500 is up, so small cap is gonna go down. Yeah, normally that's what happens. There's like a inverse relationship that normally happens on the stock market when it comes to those things. But today, I think eventually your Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq is gonna go up since these ones are down today. Yeah, man, and a lot of companies got obliterated. Also, your air companies, the plane companies, what is it? Southeast. South Airlines. What is it? Southwest Airlines. They got obliterated because of the war. So, yeah, man. So, due to the war, they stopped a lot of flights. So, yeah, man. People were short selling the shit out of those companies. The air flights. But I think today you will just see the AI companies gonna go up. Let's see, your AI companies like your Nvidia and etc. They're gonna go up today. Like these ones, like your C3 AI, C3 AI, Gen, God Force, Soundhound, Tempest AI. Yeah, man, the AI companies are back now. They're back on, and they've been down, bro. God damn, they were shorting the shit out of them. So yeah, man, that is it so far for today, man. Yeah, man, let's see what happens throughout the day. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe. Yes, no, maybe so.